Hi, how are you doing? This is me again, Tony, with another Phoenician inscription. Today I've decided to talk to you about another famous Phoenician inscription, which is the inscription of King Tabnit, one of the kings of the Phoenicians, who was actually the king of the city of Sidon, which was the major city state of Phoenicia in that period of time. The inscription dates back to the year between the year 501 and 503 before Christ, and it was found on a sarcophagus, an anthropoid sarcophagus that used to belong to an Egyptian general, and King Tabnit reused it as his sarcophagus. Apparently, the sarcophagus was brought from Egypt by the Persians, who were the allies of the Phoenicians at that time, as a booty of war, and was given as a gift to King Tabnit, who used it as his last resting place. And King Tabnit also imitated the Egyptians by having his body mummified in that sarcophagus, and by doing that he became the only king whose rather acceptably preserved mummy is still available until this present time. The sarcophagus was found in the city of Sidon, the king necropolis, or the royal necropolis there, in the year 1887, when Sidon and most of Lebanon were part of the Turkish Ottoman Empire, and was taken by the Turks and is now preserved in the Archaeological Museum of Istanbul. I've added some links on the information about this video for you to have a look at the mummy of the king, and also at the sarcophagus, and also a link to the Archaeological Museum of Istanbul. Apparently, well, I'm not sure about that, whether the Lebanese authorities have requested that the king's mummy be returned to Lebanon, as it was the case for all the Egyptian kings who were returned to Egypt. Um, anyway, I think the Turks are very adamant about returning any archaeological findings to other countries, and um, so I don't really know, but I think the king's mummy is well preserved in Turkey, and thankfully it was in Turkey during the civil war in Lebanon, where so many archaeological findings and treasures have been either looted or destroyed. But I hope that our king will one day return to his beloved city Sidon, and rest for eternity in his coffin um, there, as was his last wish. Now let us leave politics alone, and talk more about this inscription. But before talking about this inscription, this mummy also played a very important role in determining the Y chromosome DNA haplogroup of the Phoenicians. My information about that is that this one tooth from the king's mummy was taken by the National Geographic team, and they looked for the Phoenician DNA, and apparently this tooth was had a pivotal role in determining the Y chromosome of the Phoenicians. Apparently, I'm not a descendant of the king. I don't have the Phoenician Y chromosome, but myself and the kings are descendants of the M304 man, who is a common ancestor for us. Now let's stop talking about that and now focus on the inscription, which is a very beautiful inscription. And as usual, I'm going to read it to you in Phoenician, then I'm going to give you an Arabic, English and French translation of it. So let us start by the Phoenician inscription. It reads: Anichi Tabnit ŞKB BᵓRN Z bin אשמנעזר ḥ'RN Z WᵓL Z. מי אתה כל אדם איש תפתח HᵓRN Z. LN תפתח עלתי WRGZ TRGZN. כי LN KSP LN ḥ'RN WKL MNM MŠD. بلتي أنيخي ŠKB Z. LN تفتح عَلتي وَال ترجزني. كي تابت عشترت هدبر وإم PT๋ تفتح عَلتي وَرَغْز ترجزني. يكون لك زرع بحيم تحت شمس ومشكب at رفام. In French, this reads: Moi, Tabnit, prêtre de Aszteret, roi des Sidoniens, fils d'Aşmnעזר, prêtre de Aszteret, roi des Sidoniens, repose dans ce sarcophage. Qui que tu sois, tout homme qui heurte ce sarcophage, n'ouvre point sur moi, et ne me dérange point. Car ils n'ont pas amassé près de moi de l'argent, ils n'ont pas amassé près de moi de l'or, ni quelque chose de valeur. Seulement moi je repose dans ce sarcophage. N'ouvre point sur moi, et ne me dérange point, car cet acte est une abomination pour Aszteret. Mais si vraiment tu ouvres sur moi, et si vraiment tu me déranges, qu'il n'y ait point pour toi de progéniture parmi les vivants sous le soleil, ni un lieu de repos parmi les mânes. That's the French inscription. Now, translation of it. So now I'm going to read to you the English translation. The English translation reads: I, Tabnit, priest of Aszteret, king of the Sidonians, son of Aşmnעזר, priest of Aszteret, king of the Sidonians, lie in this coffin. Whoever you may be, any man who comes upon this coffin, you must not at all open up over me, nor disturb me, for they did not gather silver for me, they did not gather gold for me, or anything of value whatsoever. Only I lie in this coffin. You must not at all open over me, nor disturb me, for such an act is an abomination to Aszteret. If you, however, open up over me, and disturb me, may you have no offspring among those living under the sun, nor a resting place in the world of the dead. And in Arabic, this reads: أنا تبنيت كاهن عشترت ملك الصيدونيين ابن أشمنعزار كاهن عشترت ملك الصيدونيين أضطجع في هذا التابوت. كن من تكون كل إنسان، يا من يجد هذا التابوت، لا تفتح علي ولا تزعجني البتة، لأنه لم يجعل معي لا فضة ولا ذهب ولا أي شيء له قيمة، فقط أنا أضطجع في هذا التابوت. لا تفتح علي أبدا ولا تزعجني البتة، لأن هذا العمل هو شنيع جدا في عيني الإلهة عشترت. أما إذا فتحا فتحت علي وإزعاجا أزعجتني، فلا يكن لك نسل بين الأحياء تحت الشمس، ولا مكان راحة في عالم الأموات. Thank you very much. Next time I'm going to focus on another famous inscription, which is the inscription of Azatiwada. And for that inscription I'm going to take more than few episodes. Thank you and see you later.